How long do you think 1 million seconds is? Take a guess. 11 and a half days. Okay, what about 1 billion seconds? 31 years and 8 months. Almost an entire adult life. Now, 1 trillion seconds. 31,700 years. Hold on to that number. We're coming back to it at the end of this video. And when we do, it's going to hit completely different.
In June 2026, something happened that had never happened before in the entire history of human civilization. One single person was valued at $1 trillion. Elon Musk became the world's first trillionaire. There's just one problem. Nobody, not you, not me, not anyone, can actually picture what $1 trillion is. Our brains were never built to handle a number that big. So today, we're going to make it real. In weight, in height, in family generations, in things you can actually feel. A $100 bill weighs exactly 1 gram, same as any other American bill, no matter what number is printed on it. $1 trillion in $100 bills means 10 billion notes, 10 billion grams. That's 10,000 metric tons. You know how much the Eiffel Tower weighs? The entire thing, iron frame, elevators, everything, about 10,100 metric tons. $1 trillion in $100 bills weighs almost exactly the same as the Eiffel Tower. If you prefer animals, that's 1,600 full-grown African elephants on a single scale. Line them up trunk to tail, and that line stretches for over 25 miles.
Now, stack those 10 billion $100 bills on top of each other. That pile reaches 678 miles into the sky. Still hard to picture, right? Let's fix that. Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth, stands at 5.5 miles high. You'd need to stack 123 Mount Everests on top of each other to match the height of that pile of cash. The Eiffel Tower is 1,083 feet tall. You'd need 3,309 Eiffel Towers stacked end to end. And the International Space Station orbits Earth at about 250 miles up. Your stack of $100 bills would blow past the ISS like it's just the halfway point and keep going almost 3 times further beyond that. There are about 8.2 billion people alive on Earth right now. If we took that $1 trillion and split it perfectly equally between every single human being on the planet, how much would each person get? $122. A decent dinner, a grocery run, a pair of sneakers. The same number that feels impossible to wrap your head around, when you spread it across all of humanity, becomes less than what most people spend on a weekend. This is where things get genuinely unsettling. Picture a family living really well. Big house, luxury cars, international vacations, private school, dinner out whenever they want. A genuinely high-end life. Let's put that at $20,000 a month. Now imagine that family just spending the trillion, month by month. No investments, no returns, just spending it down. $20,000 every single month. They'd run out of money in 4,160,000 years. In generations, with each generation lasting about 25 years, that's over 166,000 generations of the same family, spending $20,000 a month. And not one single member of that family would ever need to work a day in their life. The average home price in the United States right now is around $400,000. With $1 trillion, you could buy a home outright, no mortgage, keys in hand, for 2.5 million families. There are about 3.2 million teachers in the United States. The average salary is around $65,000 a year. With $1 trillion, you could pay the salary of every single teacher in America for nearly 5 straight years. The average student loan debt in America is about $37,000. With $1 trillion, you could completely wipe out the student debt of 27 million people. Gone. Overnight. Remember how we opened? 1 million seconds. 11 and a half days. 1 billion seconds. 31 years. 1 trillion seconds? 31,700 years. Far enough back to land in the middle of the Ice Age, when humans lived in caves and hunted woolly mammoths. Now that you've seen what $1 trillion looks like, in weight, in height, in generations, in real lives. Does that number feel different to you? Because here's the thing. The distance between 1 billion and 1 trillion isn't a little more. It's the difference between one human lifetime and all of recorded human history twice over. That's the number that belonged to one person for 12 days. And just so we're clear, Elon Musk doesn't have $1 trillion sitting in a bank account anywhere. That number lives on paper, in stock valuations, in the estimated worth of his companies. The moment he tried to sell everything at once, that number would start collapsing before he finished.
If this video broke your brain a little, share it with a friend who could use a reality check on what money actually means at this scale. And if you're new here, subscribe, because we do this every week with the biggest numbers, the biggest questions, and the answers nobody thinks to look for. We'll see you in the next one.